Rich Tehrani with TMC here. We're at Interop 2013. Thanks for watching. I'm speaking with Nikolay from Freescale. Nikolay, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Rich.
So I was hoping you could tell me, attendees coming to the booth, what are they seeing here?
Well, Freescale is obviously the leader in networking communication processors, multi-core communication processors. We have a wide range of applications ranging from the headnet, small cell base stations, through wireless access and wireless LAN support, all the way through SDN and NFV, network function virtualization. So a broad range of networking type applications.
Very exciting. And in terms of the newer products, what's new?
Well, today what we're demonstrating this several days is one of the key applications is we're leading in the charge into the wireless access points space, enterprise wireless access points and carrier wireless access points, and specifically we're demonstrating additional capability of how to use the wireless access point and move some traffic from the core of the network into the edge, where our reference design, our suggested implementation can handle, for example, aspects like application ID, where the operator or the IT personnel can decide how to prioritize flows coming into the network and how the user, different types of users in an enterprise can be prioritized, whether they're watching YouTube for personal or some type of business type related issue, or they're getting on a telepresence conference call, etc., but primarily how to prioritize and give access to different type of services.
Your target audience, I always think of them as the OEM equipment manufacturers, right?
It's the OEM equipment manufacturers as well as the service providers, because this is a very symbiotic type relationship, so primarily the OEMs, but the carriers as well.
What trends are you seeing in the market?
As always, there is how do we get most utilization from any point in the network, basically. How do we get the network smarter? How do we get them therefore a lot more utilized and obviously optimized for CapEx and OpEx? I mean, that's really the big picture, but it definitely has implications on us, the guys down into the chip level and software level. How do we get as much as possible capacity, as low as possible latency, as much as possible, as well as abstraction of the hardware, so the time to market, the development cycle is much shorter. So software is certainly a very big deal for us as well, coming from a chip level discussion.
Well, especially NFV you mentioned earlier, that's the move. We call that software telco at TMC. We just think that this huge trend for the next 10, 15 years of all the hardware going into software, and it's going to be fascinating. I'm interested to hear more. Actually, while on that topic, tell me about how your processors help with NFV.
Well, I mean, we have a very broad portfolio of processors which support functions into various aspects of the network, meaning all the way from some of these small cells all the way up into big rack equipment. But what we look into how to enable essentially is how to enable virtualization. So in our already 2 generations of multi-core processors, we've been supporting hardware virtualization, which is then supplemented by software virtualization to be able to enable these network function virtualization trends really to happen. So the hardware support starts, software enables it, and then the OEM and the telco basically can do the multi-tenancy support, etc.
Fantastic. So what's next for the company?
Again, we have to move. We definitely intend to be the lead, continue to be the leader into the networking space, very focused on the networking and how it provides these multi-core communication processors to be able to enable as much as possible services. I mean, it's all about, at the end of the day, all of us are users of those services, basically. So,
thanks for your time.
Thank you.